Hey crafty friends, welcome back to the Old Paper Lady. I'm Lori. If you're new here, hi and welcome and thank you for joining us. I left everything where it was laying last night when we got done figuring out what pieces we had and where we wanted them to go. So then we could just come in today and just jump into it. Hopefully. I don't know. I'm just wore out, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm just tired. I'm tired, feel like I'm about to have a mental breakdown, and I'm just wore slap out. Yeah. Y'all ever get that way? Where no matter what you do, it ain't enough, and then ain't enough hours in the day to get what you need to get done, or what you want to get done anyways, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to attempt to try to work our hour of crafty magic here and see how far we can get done in this today. Now, I do have a few ideas for, I was sitting here, I got a couple of cereal boxes emptied out this week. So I'm excited over that, you know. We're going to make us some cereal box journal covers sometime or another. And I got me another dog bone box yesterday when I did my grocery pickup order. So I think in tomorrow's Trash to Treasure, I'm going to cover that dog bone box because it's going to be a multi-signature. I'm going to try to put at least 4 signatures in it. Because, you know, I've already got a template for that exact measurement of that box with 4 templates. So why not just redo that and try to not figure out something else, you know what I'm saying? And then I think I'm going to remember how I was talking about, I don't know, 4 or 5, maybe, I don't know, a couple weeks ago probably, making a work in progress journal. I think that's what I'm going to do with that too, and I think it's going to be pretty. And we'll use it for our Trash to Treasure Thursday makes. You know, we'll make something to go in it every week for that journal until we get it made. So that'll be an ongoing series. Theories. That's theme and series together. Be an ongoing theme and series is theories. So that's our new word for it that we've made today. So, you know, we always got to make up a new word, jumble them together. So in our Trash to Treasure theories of the work in progress, and I'm using ground espresso, and I tell y'all what, I think I'm gonna I'm liking this a whole lot better than the I know everybody in the world uses vintage photo, but you know, it looks kind of orangey at times to me, you know. I want a true brown. Now, I've seen old Timmy's got that frayed burlap, and I was like, I wonder if that'd be a pretty, just a brown, you know, a lighter brown. But for my fall stuff, I thought I would use this, whatchamacallit here. I just said the name of it and forgot it. Ground espresso. I think that's going to show up good on my fall stuff, and it looks real good on this apple stuff, y'all. I like it. I like it a lot. So we are going to ink. This is some of those where I just sat and just mass made a bunch of collage bits and stuff, and I just cut them up. And this was some bits that was left after I cut pockets on it was one of those crazy measurement papers where it had like 11 or 13 by 24 or whatever, and I just took and collaged on it. That's all I did. So I'm going to pile these up here, and then we're going to work on them. I can keep them over here out of the way, so I know it's a little busy. Am I in the camera? Yes. Okie doke. Maybe if we tilt it back just a wee bit. There we go. We'll be fine and dandy. But yeah, that's my main goals and plans today, is to just get this done, to get these bits done. And if we get to getting into the pockets, and oh buddy, we've done more than I thought I could. But I was sitting here last night and I was like, you know what, I probably should just be over inking the heck out of all that stuff. And I probably should have, but you know, I was tired. And sometimes, you know, you just need to take a break. You know, when your brain's going, if somebody asks me one more question, I'm going to snap. And that's where I'm at. Yeah, if I have to make one more decision that someone else is full on capable of making. Y'all ever get like that? I mean, I'm sorry for saying that and, you know, spreading my truth about it, but that is my truth at the moment. You know, I'm sorry, it is. Almost like, you know, you're fully capable of deciding of, you know, what you want to eat, or, you know, where you want to go, or whatever. You know, whatever. You own that and make a decision and leave me alone. And I literally am some days just like, please, just don't ask me any more questions. Nothing else. I need to slide that over a little bit so you can't see that I had it as a thumb pull. You know what I mean? And I did not even eyeball where I needed to put the glue at on them. Just glued it and put it down. And that's why I had the paper towel in there, so I wouldn't glue it to the desk. But oh, that's going to be cute. Oh, I love it. I love the little belly bands. So let's put our words on. I think I'm going to do like that right there. I think I will. I like them like that, sure enough. Okay. Oh, man. Is everybody doing okay? Y'all hanging on and hanging in there? Well, this is, it's Monday night for me. But I needed to sit down and, you know, do my crafty stuff and get away from everything. You know what I mean? I just needed to do something for me and myself. Me, myself, and I, you know. My other three favoriteest people besides my children. You know. And sometimes, you know, people just don't get it. They don't understand, you know, hey, I answer, you know, just redundant craziness questions all day, and I'm just tired of it. Let's do that like that. I think that's going to wind up being pretty. Ooh, I love it. Love that. Wow, that turned out prettier than I thought I was going to make it. Okay, so now let's see where we want to put it in the book. We're going to make them and glue them in as we're making them. Is that okay with y'all? And I know yesterday I said in the video I might keep this for myself just because it's turning out so pretty. But, you know, if someone is interested, all you got to do is email me at theoldpaperlady25@gmail.com. And I think I'm going to put it on that page. Yeah, because it looks a little blendy with the light bits there, so I think it's going to look better right here on this page. We'll put them on that page, and we'll put the wood ones on that, because I think the wood will stand out better up against the apple pie. But yes, if you are interested in any journals that you see me make on my channel, and it has not already been spoken for in the comments, or if you're interested in the journal, and, you know, because I have the digitals, and I can make another one just like one I'm making, you know, no big problem. May not be exact, but it will be similar and close. So, I have failed to mention that in the past, that if you are interested in a journal that I've made that is using digitals, you know, like and cloth and stuff like that. Now, I can't replicate the bee journal that Miss Sherry got, because I don't have another one of those beaded bee toppers that she had on hers. Now, that was a beautiful journal. And Miss Sherry, I hope that you're enjoying it. And I hope it's holding up for you. I hope I built it good enough. So, yes, I love that. That is just as cute as it can be. Now, what I'm thinking is like, you know, like I said, these scrapbooking papers here. I'm thinking, imagine that right there behind that, y'all. Hush up. How stinking pretty is that going to be? Too pretty, too pretty, too pretty. All right. Oh my goodness. Okie doke. So, now the side tucks. I think the side tucks, I think we had mentioned and thought about doing them on this page over here. Like this, I think is where we had thought about doing those on this, and putting the side tucks here, maybe. Because I was only going to do one of them, so I think it would be probably better on this side. I don't know. What do y'all think? I like it on this one, across from that. But I only pulled out to make 2 of these. I need to make 2 more of them if I do that, don't I? No, not really, because we can have, you know, one in one signature and one in the other. Quit yapping and get to work. See, that's what happens when I'm making stuff. I'll get to second guessing myself. You know, I'm already sitting here fussing about having to make decisions. Y'all, I'll tell you what. I mean, I've worked and worked and worked myself to death today. It was my Monday. Which, you know, and it literally is Monday. And I'm shooting this video Monday evening after I got out of work. Because I did, Sunday I did the Mary Makes. And then I did the, what was it? Oh, we went through our stuff in Tuesday's video and figured out what we wanted and were and how and all that. And then, you know, now we're doing the build part of it. But yeah, so like I said, today was my Monday at work. I was off Saturday and Sunday. Went in and I mean, I worked and worked and worked. And finally at 9 o'clock, I was like, well, you know, I got to start doing my closing stuff, writing my lottery down, scanning my lottery, you know, count my money, get my deposit, you know, all that. And then finally at 9:30, I was like, well, I got all that done. I'm just going to be finished for today. I'll just start again tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new day. You know, it was one of them days where from the time you got there to the time you left, you was busy waiting on customers and stocking and just all of the mess. I mean, goodness. Okay, so we need to square this off here. I don't know who's cutting that stuff cockeyed, but they need to quit it, don't they? Have to fire the ribbon cutter. Well, if we fire her, we ain't gonna have nothing else. Because she's the one that does all the other stuff, too. You know what I mean? So if I fire myself, then we just ain't gonna have nothing. Oh, me. It's funny because I always tell my boss, you're fired. I literally wanted to fire somebody today, I tell you what. There just ain't no sense in it. I mean, you know, you're gone for 2 days, you come back and just whole rows of drinks are missing and not stocked. But guess what? You look right across the store and boom, right there on top of the shelf, there's a whole case of it. Just sitting there. Just sitting there waiting to go in the cooler. I mean, just really. Yeah, I get irritated real quick with stuff like that. So I had to do a little bit of fussing. And trust me, I didn't mind doing a little bit of fussing today because they needed it. So on Mondays, you know, I go in, I catch up, I do the paperwork, and I know y'all gonna get tired of hearing about on Monday because this is Wednesday's video. But like I said, I was trying to shoot a couple videos while my head was clear and I could concentrate and, you know, focus on some stuff because the day this airs will be the date of my nephew's funeral. So I don't know, Wednesday evening when we get done with that, I'm probably not going to feel like coming in here and shooting a video and trying to be upbeat and happy-go-lucky and crafty. You know, I'm just not. I'm just, you know, it's probably just not going to happen. And then, but anyways, I'm in there this evening and I'm just like, you know, every time I turn around, there's something else just not done. I mean, like, not one or two, you know, it could have happened during the shift change or what have you. No, I mean, it's just not been done in days. Like, since I left Friday, not been done type stuff, and I was just fit to be tied. Yeah, I was like, this is ridiculous. Because, you know, Mondays is a really, really busy office day for me as well. Not only, you know, taking care of the customers, but back office paperwork from Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Deposit from Saturday, Sunday, game pays, Saturday, Sunday, lottery catch-up, and verification for those days also. And then, you know, if they messed it up and they didn't ring something right, then I got to sit there and figure out where they messed it up at and where it went and why they didn't ring it right, and, you know, and all of this and that, and yeah, that kind of stuff. And then I'm like, and then on top of that, you know, you chose not to stock nothing for 2 days. Thank you. And then once I get done with all of that and get caught up, you know, and then, which our truck order is due on Tuesday for our groceries. And then so, you know, I have that. I do the truck order, you know, after it slows down, like, business-wise. And I'm just like, because you got to go around and scan everything that you're going to need on that order. You can't scan a few things and run back and forth waiting on customers. So it makes it a little difficult. But then, you know, while you're scanning, you're looking and you're going, well, this don't even go where it's that. I mean, are they even reading the tags where they put stuff at when they put the truck out? I was like, goodness gracious. Because the truck comes on Thursday. Luckily, I didn't have to do the grocery truck and all of the drink trucks today. That's every other Monday. And then we were caught up on chips. So I was like, I may do a chip order later in the week. And it's just not going to get done today because, you know, here it is, 9 o'clock. And now I got to do my closing stuff. I know. Just fuss and complain. I mean, I do appreciate the people that we do have working for us at this store, but, you know, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this side right here with this, let it hang over a wee bit. And then that way, if it hangs over there, that piece hangs over, and then once it's dry, it will maybe be stout enough to hang a little dangle piece off of. I'll have to look and see what I got in my charms. I hope I got some leaves and trees. That'd be neat, wouldn't it? So what am I going to do is I'm just going to take and glue here When you get my glue to come out, I'm going to glue there. Try to drive the glue straight. And do that with it. And then try to line that up in the middle, right at the edge of the paper. And hopefully not smush glue out on my other paper. Because I did that with my belly band a while ago. Oh yeah, see? That turned out good, didn't it? And see, and I inked that. So then just a little tab, nothing much, you know. But it's enough to where if I want to put an eyelet in it, I can put one of those little small eyelets in there. And have a little ball pin dangly tree or leaf or something off of that. I think that would be cute. Okay, so then now the other one we're going to put back here on this side, on this one. We'll put it right here on that one, and it's ready to go, ain't it? I was like, well, yeah, so we just need to ink this piece. Making sure that it's glued really good on there around that lacy bit. And that's the same lace that we put on the back where I messed the back up, and then on the front cover as well. So then that element's carried throughout the journal. Yes, ma'am. Cohesive is the word for this. And I got it right up in my eyeballs so I can see. I'm like way up here with it in my face. I want to thank all y'all for listening to me fuss and complain so much. I mean, you know, because I come in and I'm sitting here, you know, and I'm like, well, I'm just sitting down talking to my friends at my craft table, you know what I'm saying? And I hope y'all feel like that. I hope I don't off-put nobody by, you know, like all she does is complain and fuss. But I mean, you know, you have girlfriends, you know, that's what you got, that's what you talk about. Stuff that irritates you, you know what I mean? I mean, I don't know. Okie dokie. And then, so then, where are they at? Now, these here, little journal cards, is what I was hoping. Oh, yes, they will fit. Good. Yeah. All right, let's ink them suckers up. Let's ink them up and put them on in there. Why don't we do it while we just sitting here, you know, showing you what I was thinking might work in it. And I was hoping that would work. Put them little suckers in there. And I think that's going to be cute. Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much for working out there for me, good buddy. I know, I ain't got a lick of sense. That's probably what's wrong with me. It's not everyone else in the world, it's me. I need to be on mood stabilizers or something, you know what I'm saying? There we go. Yes, I love them. Love it. It's beautiful. I can't even talk now. So then, let me pick these up. I was wondering, I think I got two of these things here. Yeah, see, look at that. We got two of them. So I'm going to put one of each of these. I was thinking maybe we could put one of them in there too. What do y'all think? Is that going to go in there and it fold? Yeah, it'll let it. It ain't going to be in the whatchamacallit. Okie dokie. Let's ink these up and put them there where they go. I was looking at the postage, 95 cents, and yeah, we charge 90 cents for a stamp at my store, sure enough do. So I think that's going to be cute right there. I got that up here at the top. Trying to keep it away from the glue as much as I can, but I think it's already good and dried on this one. And I like that. That's cute. Okie dokie. Let's flip back here to this one and get this one in there. We'll put that up here. And the good thing about, you know, this all-purpose Elmer's glue that I got by the gallon jug at Hobby Lobby, because I was making the mini albums and covering them with the scrapbooking paper and just, you know, going through glue like crazy. And it's easier to do those with the liquid spreadable glue than it is, you know, the glue sticks. And that's going to have to be moved up just a smidget. Yep, that'll fold good. Okie dokie. That's going to work. And I'm happy with that. I like it a lot. I sure do like that a lot. I would prefer that it would be down here a little bit more so you could see the apple. Yep. And make sure, yeah. Heck yeah, y'all. All right, I'm good with them. Okie dokie. Now, here is the wood grain belly band. We're going to do that next. What was I saying? ADHD brain is kicking in. Oh yeah. So that all-purpose Elmer's all-purpose glue, I bought it in a gallon jug at the Hobby Lobby, and I was making a bunch of mini albums and folios and stuff like that, and you know, it's easier to put that on and spread the glue, and it's all, you know, down and what have you, than to try to glue stick a whole, you know, 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper to cardstock or what's that stuff? Chipboard. Chipboard. And so I was like, well, I went to Hobby Lobby one day and they had them gallon jugs of it there, and I said, well, it says it's all-purpose glue. It holds paper, it holds fabric and metals and wood veneer is what it said, wood veneer. And I was like, well, shoot, that holds all the stuff that I want to put on the front of my mini albums. Let me get that stuff and try it. And I like it, and it glues and holds really good, and I really do like it a lot. So for me, as far as, you know, like the go-to, you know, and it gives you enough room to where, like, if you place it wrong, you can move it and you can wipe it up and it won't leave a place on your paper. You know, it'll dry. And then the only thing with it is, if it is a thinner paper, the thinnest that I've been able to use it and it not show through is my 32-pound paper that I got from Staples. And that's why I'll choose that paper, because it works well with the glue that I like. Because, you know, I can reposition the glue, I can wipe it off, and it not leave a place on my paper if I accidentally drop something in the wrong spot. I can, it gives me time to reposition it if I need to. And then it also, once you have it on there and it's, you know, you push it down, it's there. It'll hold. Now I can kind of slide it just a little bit, but not a whole lot. You see that? Just a little bit, not a whole lot. Now, did I have this up here kind of like that, I think? And I think I'm supposed to put that lacy bit down behind there, and I didn't, but that's okay. Maybe we can add some lacy bits to the top and bottom of it, or just a piece here and there in between them, and be happy with that. How about that? Okay. All right, there's the, I was looking for, it's got real light in the corner, USA, because it goes like this. So I kind of want that maybe like this. I'm going to put the fall one down here, and I'm going to put the autumn one up there, and then I'll put a little piece of that lace here, I think, maybe. I don't know. Because that's in the middle. And it ain't its fault that the rest of it is short or fatter than it should be. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm going to put that down right that. But yeah, this journal is so pretty, and it's just fun. I like this one. Let me see how I want to do this. I think I'm just going to do it like that. Because I kind of can't have it hanging off of the edge on the bottom. Because, you know, that's going to be hanging out the bottom of the book if I do that. There we go. Put it on the catty corner like so. What I'm trying to do is figure out where I can put some of that lacy bits on here. I think I will just run a strip right there. Put this like that off to the side and fill that corner up. I think I'll be happy with that. So now, should we put a lacy bit right here? Probably needed to do lacy bit at the top and bottom if I was going to put it on there all right. Let's see, what about this little piece here? What do we want? What do we think about that? I actually like that. Let's put that on there. Why not? Why not? We need to figure out how long we need you. Right there. I'm just going to snip these little frayedy bits right here. Okay. Yep, I like that a lot. Okie dokie. So now, let's scoot you up here so I don't eat my whole book up. I'm bound and determined to knock this glue all over this desk tonight. Sure am. So see, that's what I'm thinking right here on this. And you know what I think? I think I put that on the wrong page. Oh, I swanny the goodness, y'all. I did. I put it on the wrong page. It's supposed to be on the backs of these here. Let's put it over here. I'm going to put it on this side. I sure did put it on the wrong daggum page. Ain't that some mess? I swanny, y'all. If I couldn't do something right in this journal, I daggum swanny. But yeah, so one of these was supposed to be on this side of the apple, and one was supposed to be on that side. But which now you can write on this, and that's fine. It don't matter. It don't matter. It's pretty belly bands, and they're in there. I do like it on that page, though. It does look good on it. And I know somebody was sitting there going, well, that is not where you said you was going to put that. And then here I am, 30 minutes later, finally realizing I put it in the wrong spot. Not really. It's not where I had originally thought that I wanted it, but, here we are. It's going to be fine and dandy right here where we got it. Okay. Let's move that over here and let it lay there flat for a minute and let that dry. Well, get this one here. This is another one of them where it's got the thumb pull in it, and I said in order for us to use them, we'd have to use them certain ways, but then guess what? We found the circles to cover up the thumb pull, so we ain't got to worry about it. We ain't got to worry about that now. And I'm going to do what I did here, intentionally mess it up on the back signature, because I messed it up on the front one, and that's fine. We can put us another pocket or whatever on that page. Don't really matter. We'll put the pocket on there that says apple pie on it, like you didn't know what the picture was. I love doing stuff like that because it's just funny to me. Yeah, I'm going to do that. And I'll put the pocket on there that says it's an apple pie, just in case you weren't sure what you were looking at. Like all of the Christmas pockets that I've made with the little reindeers on it, and then put the reindeer or the Santa Claus, like you didn't know what it was. I don't know why that's so funny to me, but it is. I just think it's funny. I'm like, look, yeah, I wasn't sure if you knew what you was looking at, so I put it on there so you can know what you was looking at. So if that tells you any little bit about my sense of humor, sarcasm is just, yep, sarcasm. Very dry sarcasm at that. Oh, me. Knucklehead. Okay. And that's very pretty. That was some of that. I pulled out some browns. The one day was just making neutral stuff. So let me pull out these brown papers. Those old scrapbook paper I've had for 20, 30 years. Well, actually 25 years. 25 plus years I've had some of these papers, to be honest. So let me pull that out and see if I can't use some of that thin scrapbook paper and just make some collage bits with it. That's what I come up with. Okay, yeah, just making sure that's going to be good on there. Don't want nothing hanging. Put that up here. Put this one down here. Just put nature there. And we'll scooch that up like that. And we're going to put orchard like that. Like you didn't know what it was. Actually, I like this way, going that way. I don't know. Let's see, what did the other one look like? Yeah, it's mix match like that too. Yes, it is. I like them at an angle. I don't know why, I just do. I'm going to scoot that down here just a wee bit. Pick up the paper. I'm going to put that like that on it. So I need not to glue the corner bits. Don't glue the corner bits. And it will need not to be glued, that corner bit there. Okay. And so you can still see the music piece, and you can still see the brown paper behind it. Oh yeah, I like that. I'm just flipping it over, making sure I don't have the glue bits out. That's looking pretty daggum good, y'all. Let's turn this around, make sure. Oh, look, that is the same exact picture on that. I did not even notice that. I'm a knucklehead. Well, too late now. The other one's done made. It don't really matter. One's a stamp, one's one of these little fancy cut things. I didn't notice that. Don't glue right here. Glue everything else but that corner. Go up here with it to the very tippy top. Look, I got enough glue on that I probably don't need to put no glue on this. And that's going to go this a ways. Don't glue that, or over here past the D. I have to give myself instruction on what not to glue, because I'll sure mess it up. Oh, look, it did actually turn out halfway pretty. That one turned out better than the other one did, didn't it? I think it's because I put them on a little more of an angle than I did the first one. I'm just going to go through and make sure that none of my side pieces here hanging over have glue on them. So when I glue it in my journal here, my page is not stuck down. Okie doke. Okay, so now let's see. This one. So we go in this here. We did get that right. Did I? That. Alright, so now we're going to go back here and this one. Okay, so that one is there. Let's put this one on this page back here, because it just, the red brings that out better. You see what I'm saying? Because it's going to go down the white strip. But you see what I mean? It just brings it out better. Now, whether I put it over here, yeah, it's kind of fading into the background a little bit. I think it needs to go on this piece here. I think that's going to bring it out better with the red on either side of it. And so then we'll take the other belly band that we're going to do here in a minute, and we'll put it on this one here. Yes, we will. Okie dokie, Smokies. Y'all remember the Smokey Bear commercials when you were, well, when I was little anyways. It was the Smokey the Bear commercials. And he'd say, okie dokie, Smokey. I miss stuff like that when I was little. It was cute. Okay, so now let's lift this up. Make sure we don't, daggone it. Trying to make sure that that's not going to get glued to my other pages there. And it wiggle wormed. It wiggle wormed on me. Because I paid attention this time and knew that my paper, my piece was just a smidge longer than my paper. So instead of having to worry about cutting it down, I glued in a little bit on that. Okay, now what do we think? Why is that flip-flopping folding funny? Oh, because that paper's sticking up there, that's why. Okay. Alrighty. So there's those belly bands and the side tucks. Now we got to do, that is going to irritate me because it won't flip flat easy. Okay. So now we need to put that belly band, the wood grain one, on this side. Okay, let's get it made. Oh, y'all, I forgot to, because they've had so much going on. You remember a couple weeks ago when I was talking about my Temu order and that, and I had found on there the knockoff Brother Scanning Cut sticky pad where you run through the machine. Well, I got them in. There was 4 of them for $13. And it did not say, you know, because before, I think what they did were they were saying, you know, this and that and the other. And now they are saying, this time when I had the app on my phone, it's saying compatible with Brother Scanning Cut. And it's not saying it is, you know, the Brother Scanning Cut mat. It's saying compatible with everything that they have. That is the knockoff. It's saying compatible with this, compatible, you know, whatever it is, it's compatible with that product. Or if it's like a, you know, stamp sets and stuff like that. And I'm going to tell you what, I've ordered stamp sets from Temu and ordered them from Amazon. And it is the exact same person, exact same maker. Comes in the exact same packaging. Sure enough does. Exact same packaging. Not putting her name out there because a lot of the people say, well, you know, I ordered this from Amazon and it's this company, and they're not, you know, they're not trying to infringe copyright infringements. Well, guess what? I've ordered from Temu and I've ordered from Amazon, and it is the exact same name. Exact. Just one costs like $5 or $6 more than the other one does. I'm not even gonna lie about that. This is a little bit shorter than the other one, so we're going to just smidge it here. But anyways, those Scanning Cut mats came that were comparable to the Scanning Cut Brother Scanning Cut mats, and they do work. So, you know, I got 4 of them for $13 off of Temu. If any of you ladies that are listening, and they are the standard glue, or the standard stickiness, however you want to say it. So you have like a low tack and a standard tack, and then there's what is it? And that's, I guess, for like paper. I don't know what you would do for, I know you can cut fabric, but I don't know what mat you would use. But anyways, any of you ladies that use the Brother Scanning Cut and are looking for some mats, they are compatible with the Brother Scanning Cut. And especially when you get 4 of them for $13, when one of the Brother Scanning Cut mats from Amazon that comes from the exact same shipper costs $19. Trust me, I know, because I've bought 4 from the exact same shipper on Amazon. And ran across them because they kept emailing me, you know, emailing. And so finally emailed me, said I had $10 off with return, whatever, purchase, blah, blah, blah. You know, so I said, okay, no problem, bet, I'm going to get there. So that's what I went and done, and I ordered me them, and I got a stamp set that is compatible with one of the ones that's on Amazon. And it comes from the exact same name as it does on Amazon. It's the land one. I'm just saying. It's the exact same thing. I think we did that there. I do need to slide that up, don't I? Because I was going to put my little strip of my lacy bit there. Oh, go up some more. Okay, that's all it's going to go. I mean, I was just pushing like crazy, but that's how quick that glue dries, or grabs, so you can't, you know, slip and slide it no more. So if anybody was wondering and asking, and I like it just because, you know, if you do accidentally drop it in the wrong spot, it's not stuck there, you know. You do have a little time to reposition, slip and slide a little bit here and there in the other place. Okie dokie. But again, like I said, you know, I'm not here or there, you know, about the copywriting and this and that. You know, I do know that when they first were getting established, they were saying, you know, certain big name companies with their scrapbooking paper and stuff like that, and yeah, that was a little bit of an issue. But now it's saying, you know, all right, so I need to cut you right there. But I was like, is that really, truly the same thing? I said, for $13, I'm going to order it just to find out. You know what I mean? I mean, shoot, what am I going to lose? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it is, in fact, compatible with the Brothers Scan and Cut. I think that's going to be cute. These are turning out awesome, y'all. I know some of y'all will probably be like, well, if you just shut up and just craft, it'd be great. Oh, me. But then you'd hear that, you know, that, you love my sound effect machine I got. Now, sometimes when I'm sleeping, you know, I always put my videos on, or not my videos, but my subscribed videos. So, you know, I'll just put play all. And then, you know, I drift off to sleep to that. And then, sometime or another, you know, during the night, of course, it always happens when, you know, you are good asleep. And it will come on SMR, or what is it, ASMR, whatever they are, you know, where there's no talking, but there's the sound effects. And all you hear is the paper, you know, or the inking part that's real loud. And I'm just like, what is that racket? You know. And yeah, I hate those things because it is, you know, I wouldn't mind just the sounds or whatever, or just sitting and watching somebody craft like that. But those sounds are so over dramatized. Does that make sense? I mean, you know, I know if I wasn't talking, yeah, it would make a bunch of racket. But still, I don't think it makes that much racket. It's just over dramatization. Yeah, we're going to put that one right there. Oh, that looks so good. I love it. Look, I keep putting this dadgum glue up and I keep needing it. Stop it. Now these pieces here were made from our cuts off from these, where we covered the inside cover. So I used all of the cut off pieces for making the cover pieces of the scrapbook paper. I used those to make the belly bands and a few pockets. So then we had absolutely no wasted paper from this. And what little bit of scrappity scraps I did have, I'm going to make some clusters out of them. That is beautiful. I love it. Okie dokie. So now, yeah. And then we have, I love that paper. I might order me some more of that stuff. I just think it with the little hedgehog. Is that a hedgehog, or is that one of them, what's that, a porcupine thing? Porcupine things. Oh, me. I love how this is the green with that. I love that. And you remember I got some of them misprint green pieces. I'm going to do a pocket with the green apple bits and a tag, just so it's all the green together. I like it. I absolutely love it. It's coming along good, y'all. Yep. Now, we can take on these pages here, I was thinking about, you know, because we have some of these big, we can take and put that on one side or that or something. I don't know. That's awful busy though, ain't it? I just like that. And you can write on that. I don't know. I'll think about it. But I was thinking maybe something like that. But yeah. And then we have this. So yeah. Just keep making sure. And I've made sure 1,400 times that that's not going to hinder the fold error. And it's not. So quit worrying about it. So then we just did the opposite on the back side, except for this piece. Okie dokie, y'all. So that's what I'm going to do for today's video. And then I'm going to put my stuff in my little bin over here that, you know, we have to work with. Like all of this is pockets that we need to make and decorate. And then here's a bunch more pockety bits if we need some that we can do. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack this up in my little bin here for tonight, because tomorrow I want to do Trash to Treasure, and I'm going to cover my dog bone box so I can make my, what's that journal I was telling y'all I was going to make. Done forgot. Done forgot what I said I was going to do. But, I hate when I do that. What in the world? Oh, yeah. The work in progress Trash to Treasure journal. That's what I'm going to do. So, like, each Trash to Treasure video, we'll make a pocket or a tag or something to decorate a page for that journal. And then we'll go do something else. You know what I'm saying? But it'll be a Trash to Treasure theories, you know, theme or series, whatever, however you want to put it together. All right, thank y'all so much for putting up with me and my blabbermouth nonsense, and let me just vent for a little bit about my work situation. I feel better. Thank y'all for putting up with my craziness. Just checking to make sure I didn't have nothing underneath there, because I did have some collage boards hidden under there the other day I found. All right, yeah, so we'll see y'all tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot my video Tuesday night when I get out of work for Thursday. So then that way, if I'm not in the mood Wednesday evening after the funeral, then we'll have a video up for Thursday, and I may skip Friday. I don't know yet. It just depends on the mood, which right now I know I'm probably not going to feel like doing it. I'm not going to be able to have the bandwidth to handle anything much else. You know what I'm saying? So thank you all so much for your thoughts and your prayers for my family. I do greatly appreciate that. And we will talk to y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good night and take care of yourselves.